Me and David are exchanging recipes on WhatsApp. If you want to join us, we're going to open a Ilan Lev recipe WhatsApp group. No, I'm kidding. But David is famous for liking food and famous for his mother making very good food. Dorota, hey. Gabi. נראה לי כזה, תסתכל בחפוז הראשון, תראה שזה מרגיש לך סבבה.
אני גם כאילו מה...
כן, אני שנה שנייה.
אתה עכשיו מתקדם?
כן.
חזרתם לסטודיו?
אנחנו חוזרים השבוע.
אוקיי.
ממש בשמחה רבה.
חיכיתם לזה, כן.
נראה לי שרובנו. לא בטוחה שכולן, אבל...
לא, יהיה לכם כיף. נראה לי שגם אילן כבר יסתגל לרעיון. שחוזרים לסטודיו.
הוא
לא רצה.
כן, הוא לא רצה.
הוא לא רצה, זה היה לו מאוד טוב בזום, נראה לי, מאוד נוח.
נראה לי שהוא היה במיעוט. טוב ונוח. אני במיעוט. להתמודד עם זה.
טובי, פדריקה. הביאו שתי מיטות יפה.
זה כזה ממש רב יבשתי?
כן. יש לך פה בלגיה, לא טורונטו, בלגיה, טורונטו, ברלין, לונדון, וינה.
מי בלונדון?
ז'אנה, עם שני תלמידים, היום אולי 3 מישהי מאמריקה שנמצאת בלונדון.
אתה יודע איפה בלונדון?
לא. תום בגרמניה איפשהו, לורן במונטריאול, תומק בפולין. שם זה הולך על בלגיה, סלובניה, לובליאנה. טניה בארצות הברית לבד, ניו יורק, חוליה גדולה.
יואו, איזה כיף להם.
גבי נמצאת בהולנד וכרגע עם תלמידה אחת, אולי 2, וטרסה בהמבורג.
בניו יורק זה בעצם כזה קצת שארית של הבית ספר שניסו לפתוח?
זה לא שארית, זה חלק קטן מהאנשים שרצו, כי לא היה מקום. היי, אני. Hello everyone. I hope you're all well. It feels like we haven't seen each other for a few months. You know, the weeks are so full. And it's going to be like that. The more we expose ourselves to more and more complexities, the time will shift the feeling of the time. So welcome, and hi Adi, your baby is very cute. What's his name?
Zeva.
Nice. So we will get going. Yes. Wow, I see the Hamburg capsule is finally together, united. Hi. You managed to squeeze 2 beds, good. You know what? Let's start standing, just a little bit of getting into the right mood and mode. If you visited the movement class, this should be familiar. If you didn't, you can visit it now. I watched the movement class I was teaching on Friday. I didn't understand anything. But when I did it, it felt so good. So I guess you have to do it to feel, not to watch it. It's a limitation of the eyes and the brain. So just standing and sending down, straightening the legs, sending down, sinking through the layers. You know, you can imagine the body like the layers of the earth. איך קוראים לזה? שכבות טקטוניות, tectonic, you know, the plates. It goes down that way, but the plates are lying down this way. Vertical, horizontal. But since the earth is moving, so the vertical and the horizontal are constantly changing. It depends where you look from. The layers of the earth don't know that they are horizontal or vertical. But imagine the body made of these layers. And as you are dropping and sending down to the center of the earth, our new friend, and finding, you know, little places to allow the movement to pass in the shoulder, in the hands, in the fingers, between the ears, very important. That's the exit of the spine. You know, in all the mythologies, when the hero goes into the gate of the, you know, the infinity or something, there are these two big lions standing. That's the ears. In the exit of the spine, they stand there. And if you want to pass the movement, you have to know the code to allow the ears to pass the movement. Otherwise, they don't let you. So as you're doing this, also imagine the layers that are going side to side. And the tectonic plates are constantly shifting. You know, you don't need to know anything about them. You can imagine them, how they shift. They slide over each other. We have the ribs as tectonic plates. We have the pelvis. We have the knees. We have, what else? The chin. These are all movable parts sitting horizontally, and we consider them. As we send it down, we consider things moving side to side, but considering, not doing. Not trying to do it, and dropping ambition and sending more and more down, you know, planting the movement deep in the ground. Cha, cha, like insisting a little bit to plant it in the ground, drilling it. Each step is like a drill, so it's not a straight line, it's a spiral. Why a spiral? Because a spiral can pass all the conflicts. It doesn't have a one point against one point of resistance. It's passing the resistances all the time. That's why the plants use it when they grow up. And that's why we use it when we send our weight down. We use the spiral. The water in the sink, they all use the same, you know, pattern, not pattern. Anyway, same language. And see if you know, if efforts can break down, if you can make the efforts collapse in the chest, between the ribs, in the belly, in the pubic, in the shoulder blades, in the chin. We don't know that we have efforts. We don't know that we are holding until we drop it, right? When you drop it, you know it was there. It's like when you are looking for your sunglasses and they are on your head. And only when they fall, you know where your sunglasses were. Same with efforts. They become a part of us that we forget about them. We organize our life around them until we drop them in one decision, one or a few decisions, dropping and dropping and dropping. we notice, we were holding the chest or we were holding the breath. Yeah? And the smile, send the smile, send the smile. The smile is a reflex. You don't need a smile with an excuse. Look at babies, when they start to smile, small babies, they don't smile because something makes them laugh. First, the smile is smiling them. They don't even control it. It really looks very silly and very sweet. All of a sudden, a smile appears and the baby doesn't even know how he did it. That's good. That's a real authentic smile without any special intention, except for that it's a interacting of the reflexes. So smile, open it, and let the smile drop and flush your body down, flush the effort, flush the unnecessary accumulations of things. And don't jump up, don't bounce, in a repetitive way. Break the rhythm, break the speed, do it slow, do it fast, do it towards the back, behind, as if the tail is the main channel, and then do it from the front as if the pubis is the main, like the exit of the hose, the water hose, from the pubic, and then from the tail, and then from the chin, send the chin to drill down. It's okay if this doesn't make sense, you're not sure you are feeling something, but so look for it with less ambition, with more playfulness, until it starts to make some intuitive, spontaneous event. Yeah. You have to enter from the door of spontaneity until we are able to talk the language on a daily basis, spontaneously. Cha, cha, cha. It's like learning a language at school or learning a language in the place where this language is spoken. One is organized, the other is spontaneous. One stays in the brain, the other goes into the body. And speed it up, double speed it. We talked about the high speed as like a zoom in, as if before we were looking at ourselves from far, like looking at a plane going from far, it goes very slow. But now, vroom, you go close to the plane and everything is vibrating, and not with more effort. The plane doesn't make more effort to do it. And inside the plane, when you sit, it's all quiet, right? You don't know that you're going fast or slow. So inside, we are relaxed. Outside, it's very, very fast. And stream it down from the fingers, from the heels. The heels are the main, the main door into the floor. Chach, and drop the belly, drop the abdominal muscle, drop the buttocks, big muscles, very nervous. See if you can drop each vertebra on top of the other, and don't see that you're not sending the movement out. You're not, dancing it, but you're allowing it to go through like the main channel, like a big pipe. You can give yourself a feeling of this. Chia, from up to down. Chia, I'm digging there. From up to down. Chia, digging to there. When I do this, I feel glimmering, like goosebumps on my skin. From up to down. And everything is goosebumps. Goosebumps, we will talk a lot about them. They are a sign of energy traveling, opening, exposing into the skin. But you have to go for last minute double speed. If you're still looking at me and thinking, how do I do it? How is he doing it? Don't. Look for yourself to double speed and drop all the effort. Is it possible? Yes. How? Begin. And say to yourself, smile, enough. This is the language of the cells when they talk to each other, you know, symbiotically. Very fast. You give me this, I give you that. This I don't need, you can take. Hey. And that's it for now. And take your partner. We start right from the quickies. Okay. אחד. ניתן להם דסטה, מודול אחד בכל זאת. We start from first module. This is our module. Hi, Delphine. Someone's microphone is on. Whose microphone is on?
Kazik.
Kazik. It's a Polish microphone, so it's either Dorota or Aga. Okay.
Yeah, it was me. I practice with children. Sorry.
Okay. Great. So we have Einav here. She's a practitioner now, studying the second year, the advanced course, and she came to be with us. So we're doing the first module. The guides are treating the students. Yes, that's the story. But if there's an extra bed and not enough guides, then you can take a partner and practice with us without knowing. Or you can watch the guy doing it. There's a lot of learning in watching. And are you ready? Should we begin? 1, 2, 3, we begin. Cha, 2, with a smile, 3, 4, 5, and out. Chi. And bring we bring this double speed feeling into the slow feeling. Inside it's going. 4, 5, and out. Cha. Other side on the side of the leg. This is our segment for today. 1, straight elbow. 2, 3, 4. Delphine, Caroline is waiting for you. She's missing you. 1, 2. It's really worth it. If you go one time, I know it's a long travel, but you will see, wow, what a difference. Direction of the foot from the pelvis. 1, 2, balagan. 3, 4, 5. Chia! Play it if you don't know it. Play it if you do know it. 3, 4, 5. Choo! Other side. הנה, פה זאת כאילו נסתרת, אבל היא קולטת, לא? כן. 1, זה בסדר, יפה. 2, 3, 4. ממש, צריך לסמן לנו.
סמן כבר מזמן.
כן, עשית כאלה סטיקרים, כן? 1, 2, 3, up the ribs. 4, 5. Cha! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chew. 1, the whole leg. 2, 3, 4, 5. Chew. 1. If you're not sure what we're doing and you want to do with us, you do it, and the most important thing is that you do the exit, big, cha. If you do that, they will believe you. And we stand, yes, yes. And we jiggle we go down with the pelvis, straight elbows, playing, cha. And cleaning. 1, 2, 3, out. Ribs, 1, 2, 3, out. Other ribs, 1, 2, 3, 4. Shoulder, straight elbow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cha! Other shoulder, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chew. And we go to the hand here. Some people go to the other side and then the hand. In the quickie, I like to go to the hand directly. So leaning, taking the hand, leaning in a little bit, very friendly, saying hello. Chach. Bringing the hand under the elbow and rolling 1, rolling 2 around the shoulder, 3 around the head, 4 other shoulder, and 5 chiapa, all the way to fall the other side, chop, chop, chop. אף לסגור את הוואטסאפ. פה מכה שימני. יש פה כזה כאילו מכה שימני. And under the shoulder blade, 1, 2, this is material for 2 weeks from now. A peek into the future. Other shoulder, 3, 4, falling and falling. And 5, coming out, 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 out. Chapa! And patch, patch, our crazy little friend. Chuck, straight elbow, fingers relaxed. 2, 3, patch. And another one, crazier than before. Patch. Not good again. Cha, cha, that's it. Other side.
אני בהפסקה?
מה? כן. אז 5:15? כן. And wiggle jiggle, not grabbing, playing like an instrument here. Cha, going down. עומר, תתיישב נמוך ואז תוכל לנוח, זהו. צ'ה, 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 מתחת לכיסא, כמו בבית כיסא. צ'י, and cleaning, 1, 2, 3, צ'ה. Ribs, 1, 2, distancing it away. 1, making inner space. Chew, shoulder. Celebrating every movement. 2, 3, 4. Cha. Shoulder, other shoulder. Out. Cha. And sitting for the hand. Leaning. You see, we're going fast, but feeling slow. We're going slow, but feeling fast. This is how we break time and space. And then we roll around the elbow, 1, 2, around the shoulder, other shoulder, 3, visiting stationary points, 4, the other shoulder, and going here, cha, 5, other side, cha, falling down, big, and cha, shoo. Shoulder blade, chuck, 1, ribs, 1, 2, other shoulder, 1, 2, other ribs, 1, 2, chach, chach, coming out, coming out, coming out, coming out. Disturbing the fingers a little bit, chach. things get stuck in the fingers, and patch. Straight elbow, fingers relaxed, cha-cha-chi, patch. And again, chiu, patch. Wow, it's so nice to treat together with all these Kikov people and other people. As if we are still in Kikov together. And we go to the head. Good.
We don't see you, Yaniv. We miss. Yeah. Yes.
See, Davide, everything you ask, I do. Before you ask. And rolling, playing the head, cha, 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 cha. And one hand goes in, one. More in, two. Under the base of the neck. Three, somewhere between the shoulders. More in between the shoulder blades. Chuck, rolling from there, long neck and coming out, out. Changing hands. Other hand goes in, one, two vertebrae, three base of the neck, four between the shoulders, and coming out, 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 out. And then falling and going towards the head rises, we bring the hand, and we drop down and moving. One, two. Start small, make bigger and bigger. The address is the feet. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Chach. Davide, is that not, they are doing it? I would like the quickies that you do. Sorry, I thought that was clear.
No, I didn't got. Okay.
Yes, I said it last week after I understood you didn't get it. So I said it again.
Okay.
I will learn it in Italian. And the other hand, yes, because it's the only opportunity that they can experience the treatment. And we would like them to experience the treatment. Later on, they will do the quickies with us. 2, 3, 4, 5. And I would like also you to get into the material that you're about to deliver. 7, 8, 9, 10, and coming out, 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 out.
Because in the beginning you said take your partner, so we misunderstood.
Yeah. Maybe I said that, I don't know. It's okay. And we go to the legs. Take the foot, fall up, chop, and roll. One small introduction. 2, 3, 4. Thumbs under the knees. 1. Guiding from the thumbs. 2, 3, 4. And fingers, all of the fingers. 2. And one hand in continuation to the other, leading the movement out of the heel. Chach, 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 chach. Washing out and plucking it out. Chop. And coming to rest, going up, elbow to the knee more or less, going down. Digging down, drilling to the center of the earth with no shame or guilt or responsibility. Dropping all these things, responsibility. It's a big weight. And rolling it out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other side, 6, 7, bigger, 8, 9, 10. Cascading, you know what is cascades? 1 and then another fall and another fall. Each fall bigger than the one before. and rolling. Chach. And this we call the bungee or the yo-yo. I thought that it also reminds me of a yo-yo. Falling up, picking it, falling up, chop, chop, and then rolling diagonal, one, cross, and another chop, and spreading the leg, giving it a little wobble in contrast to the other leg, chop, 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 and going to the other leg. Falling up, and rolling one, two, point line, 3, 4, and thumbs under the knee, 1, 2, 3, fingers, 1, 2, 3, and cleaning out, plucking it out, cleaning, collecting, and opening the door. And then leaning straight down, drilling to the center of the earth to look for gold or for, I don't know, for happiness. What are we drilling for? Something that can be for everyone. Drilling, letting go, rolling out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other side, 6, 7, 8, 9, falling, cha, and falling over, cha. Should be a great presentation of the falling, representation, and rolling it, cha, 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 to the bungee, 1, 2, other side, 3, 4, 5, rolling across, 1, 2, and across again, chop, big, and straightening it, and wiggling it, cha, 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 from our tail, other leg, cha, 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 and both legs, cha, 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 to come to the finishing together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, cha, pyo, he. Phew. Now we know each other. No, before that we were strangers. Lorraine, you also have a baby with you today. Nice. Let's do another one like that. Another module 1. You know what? Last time we did module 1 twice, right? Let's do module 2 today. In Berlin today? No? She's performing or something? So, module 2. Module 2, you don't know yet. Maybe some of you do know. This is with the patient lying on their side. So we organize the patient. Again, if you didn't do it, you don't need to know now. On Friday, I mentioned this thing with children that they do things before they know how to. That is the good tactics. Some children take more time to observe, but mostly they do it before they completed exactly how to do it. It's really important. Most children just jump in and try. If we don't disturb them with suggestions, with personal management. Chak. And we just give it an introduction, straight elbows, very close, intimate module. We bring it forward and backward, and then we sit. And we go along the spine, 1, 2, 3, 4, Chak. It's okay if you don't see what I'm doing back here. When I teach this material, you will see. For now, just experience it. Watch your guides doing it, your practitioners. And turning. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chak. And going to the shoulder blade. Leaning. Chak. Chak. Noticing, the fastness that is in the slow, and the slow that is in the fast. Many layers, many dimensions of slow inside fast, fast inside slow, to the point that we cannot control it. Chak. And another diagonal, Chak. Chak. Touching the elbow, Chak. Touching the head, Chak. Bring the hand close. Coming to sit in the diagonal for the camel. We call this the camel. Going down the sand dunes. Camel has a great character, great character, physical characteristics that we can learn a lot from. Very efficient to the terrain that he is in, physically, mentally. And we circle, take it, small circle, Chak, bigger, Chi, bigger, and bigger, bringing it directly into this element. I don't know if all of you have done it. I think in kickoff we didn't do it, but anyway, touching the head and playing from the fingers, playing the elbow, the wrist, especially here, Chak, bringing it very surprisingly. Chak, giving a lot of freedom degrees to the hand. Chak, and bringing it to the face and playing the head between my hands. Chak, and starting to direct it towards the spine. So the chin to the chest and touching vertebrae one after the other, going down. Chak, rolling, sending the movement down. Chak, 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 pelvis, Chak. Chill. Sending a long movement from the head to the pelvis and out and then back. Very dramatic curve and opening, Chak. You see? Then coming back out and out, 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 out. Chill. Starting our way down through the shoulder, talking shoulder to spine, to ribs, to pelvis, on our way down the body, chill. Coming again to the pelvis, and then this time spreading it down, Chak, and spreading the legs. Chill. New situation. We come in the quickie, we're going to do only this element. With only one element here. We have a few, but we will only do this, rolling the legs like bicycling forward. 4, 5, changing hands, bicycling backwards. 2, 3, and spreading the leg. Giving it a little refreshment. and collecting it, chak, chak, chak. Coming to the long leg to move the whole body, chak, chak. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And standing, rolling the foot around the knee, chop, chill, chop. Moving some more, chop, chop. And other side, please. We ask the patient to roll on the other side. בואי מגע במהירות את החוליות דווקא לרענן. Second module, we do everything on one side and then everything on the other side. Very nice. We sit next to the pelvis and we roll the pelvis. Chak, chak. We smile. Straight elbows. So all these, frequencies, these fast inner frequencies can travel very easily, like in a accelerator. When you straight the elbows, it accelerates the movement of the particles. They don't have any corners to try and to pass. They don't get stuck in any corners. And rolling from the pelvis up and bringing touch to the vertebrae to differentiate them from the pelvis, to identify them for us, for the patient. 3, 4, out of the head, 5, chill. 1, talking to the vertebrae in relation to the movement of the pelvis, in opposite directions. Very provocative, creating a lot of clarity in the lower back, pelvis. And then sitting for the shoulder blade, leaning straight elbows forward and then backwards. Some really dramatic moments of opening here with a very safe character. Spreading the elbow. 1, chak. And in another direction. Chak. 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 And bringing the hand next to the face, sitting diagonally, and the camel. Forward, and then backward, and then more backward. Down. Forward, and back, and backward. Stop. Keep the palm on the bed. The palm stays on the bed. The palm stays on the bed. We will work on it. Just play with it. And starting to roll the elbow here, it starts to fly, going around the body. Chill. Coming to play the hand from the fingers, elbow, and the head. All the participants of the upper spine, but the lower spine is also playing with us. And bringing it to the face and rolling the head between our hands. Chop, 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 chop. Delphine, your partner is only coming later, or you don't have one. Non, c'est pas possible. Go down to the village and just catch some farmer.
Can you hear me?
Oui.
But I have patient this week, so I have some I can practice. Not that
Okay.
and I plan to see Caroline.
Good, good. Should give you a good, clearer direction.
Yeah, of course.
And we start to roll it down the spine, sending the chin to the chest and giving points of reference here down the spine. Each vertebra is receiving the roll, sharp, from the head, chak, all the way down, chak, chak, receiving and bringing back. And then the pelvis is just, an expanded vertebra, very expanded. Model of the vertebra. Chip. Oh, Shabazat. And rolling it back, cha, 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 cha. And out of the head, out, out, out. And coming back, rolling from taking the shoulder down, back to the ear, down to the floor. Cheers. You will see later when we study this module that it will be familiar because you will have already received it. This is very important. And rolling out, coming to the pelvis, rolling it big and sending the knee down, down to the bed, spreading the legs. Yeah. Pew. And rolling the knee, chuck, 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 chuck. 5, other side, switching hands, 1, 2, 3, and spreading, cha, and giving it a wiggle, wiggly woggly, bringing it around, cha, and in. Phew. And moving the straight leg, straight knee, all the way to the head. Chop, chop, chop. Falling beyond the point of where we think the movement is finished. Beyond. Chop, chop, chop. Very important not to get the movement stuck where we imagine is the finish. But to fall further. And we stand up to roll the foot to give an axis in the behind above the knee, and we roll the foot deep, 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 deep here, really deep, chop, not breaking it, opening it to life, chop. You know, when the little chicken inside the egg is trying to get out, if he was worried that he's going to break the egg, he wouldn't get out. He has to break the egg to be alive. Cha, 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 cha. And we say, that's it for today. Chiu, cha. Bravo to everyone. Different, no? From the first module. Different. So take a moment if you need to drink or pee or, have some tea. And we continue. נשמע? נקי, זה רק ההתחלה, יש פה, צריך פה שעתיים של תנועה לפחות.
לקחת כוס מים.
בטח, בטח. אני!
Hi.
Hey! Feel like I've seen you this week.
I saw you this week.
Yeah, we did.
We have an echo.
Woo! Nice. Next in our journey right now, you see every week is a journey. It's not a repetition of anything. Not a repetition of anything. We don't have time to repeat. We only have time to, explore things from as many angles as we can. So now we're gonna, now the time is 4. And we are gonna repeat or go through, not repeat, I just said no repeating. We're gonna go through last week's material, but I suggest, because we also have the time for it, you go very quickly through the first week's material, not the first, the second week. Yeah, what was the first week, the introduction. Sorry, I'm so many things are happening. The introduction. So let's say we have each 40 minutes. So maybe dedicate about 10 of them for the introduction, or even less on both sides. This will be also good for the people who just joined us today, or people who just came to the capsules today. And then you have half an hour to play with the feet. And I'm going to be with you. I'm going to go through it with you. But you don't have to follow my timing or watch me at all, unless you want to. You can go on your own and have your guide help you or show you things. Yeah, so prepare your patient, your friend. We're starting from the introduction. So first, taking a leg, bringing it out, putting it down, chop. Taking a leg, bringing it up, putting it down. Approach the body like that without any special preparations. Just come, take, chuck, chuck, chuck. It's not fast, it's quick. It's a quickness. Yeah. And then we come to stand for the introduction. And we come, bring a hand around, lean to the foot, bring it in, fall out. Cha. Again, roll it in, fall, straight elbow out. Jeff, welcome. Welcome to this Western. And then the foot and the other hand goes to the knee, other diagonal, cha. And I want to emphasize, since you're repeating this material, don't do your best, please. Don't do your best, don't do it big. Don't anticipate the end of the movement, but go really from moment to moment, from step to step, from resting point to resting point. You know, every movement is full of opportunities to rest. So don't jump to the end of it, because we skip a lot of meat inside. Chach, make it small, make it provocative. Chach, chach. And then the knee in one direction, chach, and the pelvis in another direction. צ'אק, זוכרת? מבואות, מבוא? לא, שנה וחצי צ'אק. צ'אק. Clarify the directions, clarify the hanging, you know that you hang from your partner, czak, and clarify that the body is the engine. From the feet you rotate, not from the hand. The hand is leaving last. Tanya, it's very good. Just make sure to continue the fall. After you take it out, continue, send it all the way out. Chuck, and the pelvis in the other diagonal. The pelvis goes in the other diagonal. Yeah, Tanya, the knee goes down towards the feet. The pelvis goes towards the head. Yes, bravo, bravo. And then the whole leg, foot in one direction, and then the pelvis in the same direction of the foot. Chuck, you. Watch your fingers as you go. Chuck, chuck, chew. This material is already in your body. See how much it is in your body. So you can do less and less and less and less and get more and more and more. This is the story. You put less effort and you get more result. This is, efficiency. I think in the dictionary, efficiency is do less, get more. The body needs this. And you can try the whole thing on this leg again, quickly. If you want to go with me, foot, like the whole protocol. Foot, knee, then knee, pelvis, and finally foot, pelvis. Surprise. Chew. And then I go with the other leg. Use your guides, please. Use your guides. Ask them questions. Yeah? Say what you're not sure about. Annie, now I see the big camera, the big television. Okay, cool. Now I see it. Very nice. Very good. I'm not sure I can do that, but okay. Foot. Cha. Try the foot a few times. The rolling axis here is the heel. The heel is staying while the fingers are going. If you need, you can touch the heel with a finger to make sure it stays. Yeah, give the heel a little contra if you want to feel it. Until the patient's body can do it by themselves, yeah. Before it was sliding, now it's staying. These are solutions that the patient's body finds in real time. It finds and corrects all kinds of habits in real time. Chach. Mio, very good. Very good. And then this and the knee, chop. And let the knee get entangled in your fingers. You catch it and it's stuck on your fingers, chop, until you disconnect. Make sure you get stuck under the knee a little bit. And use your body to pull yourself out, not your, yes, exactly. If you watch with your eyes, if you watch where you're exiting, it will be clear. When you go out the door, you want to watch the door. Chap, chach, pew. And then the knee, one direction, pelvis, another direction. Chap. Do it, like you've done it since you were a child. Like it's nothing. Don't study it. Make it into a talkative language. It should already be part of your language. Jessica, when you pull out, I want to suggest not to go so much backwards, you see, but to go in the rotate in the direction you're exiting. Not so much backwards. Exactly, there you go. Because we're trying to create a diagonal movement, not a side-to-side roll. The side-to-side roll is the obvious one. We want to surprise the directions. And then the whole leg, foot, and pelvis in the other diagonal, chach, the other than before. Foot, pelvis, chew, chach. Emma, very good. Emma, just make sure the pelvis goes towards the head. No, now the pelvis was going in the same direction of the knee. So the pelvis goes in one diagonal, the knee goes in one diagonal towards the feet, and the pelvis goes towards the head. There. It's only in the last movement that the pelvis goes also towards the feet. In the last movement, when we go foot and pelvis. Yeah, good. But it's very clear. And see that you can reduce effort and just make your touch more clear, and this will be the story. You know, you can work very hard, but say nothing. Talk a lot, but say nothing. Or you can talk clear words and it will, you know, land in the right place. Everybody's doing very beautifully. Even though I'm not good energy, good clarity. And now do the whole sequence on this second leg. Do it in a row, without stopping. So foot, if you want to be with me, it's okay. Foot and knee, chop, and then knee and pelvis, chop, and then foot and pelvis with a surprise, chop. You see, then the protocol should make sense to you. That, you know, the build-up of the sequence should make sense to you. How is Tom? Tell him if he's good. Tell him that was very good. You should tell him. I don't remember the name of your patient, Tom.
Tina.
Tina. Tom is practicing a little bit in the darkness because he has no capsule, but he has to turn on the inner light for that. But you can give him a feedback so he knows that his light is arriving somewhere. Otherwise, he's just putting the light somewhere. He doesn't know. So if it feels good, just say simple, that felt good, or that was that was better than before. You know, even if you're not a professional patient. Yeah, everybody knows when something feels good and you know, clear. Okay, so let's sit for the feet, the legs. Last week's material, we're flying back in time.
Yaniv,
Week.
just to make sure, are we still doing same person, or we already switched roles, or?
Yes, we didn't change yet.
Okay.
Same person.
Yeah, okay.
Same person. But Tomek, they can guide themselves. So if they need me and they want to follow, I'm with them.
Okay.
But if they don't and they want to have experiences with you, go for that.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Try to have all the information at the same time, you know? Me and Tomek and your patient and yourself. It's like you walk in the forest. You have the birds and the bees and the trees and your everything together. And the mix is what makes sense, not one by one. So we sit for the foot, sit at the edge of the chair, bring your legs wide apart, fall, take the foot a little bit up in the air, Sit really back. Take the foot back. Back. Take the chair back. So you can sit in a dynamic way on the edge of the chair. And then bring the foot up, lean your elbows. Prepare, I like to put my outer hand on the side of the foot, on the arch, and my inner hand kind of on this under and on the side of the heel. Not just under, we talked about it. Under and on the side. That's a good starting point. Later you can change. And first, we don't even need to move. We just lean in and we feel, you know, like when you shake somebody's hand. You just hold the hand and you feel you get a reading of something. Just leaning in. I wasn't doing it last time, but I try different tactics every time. And then we let it go. Cha. This is already a lot. Your patient will feel it's already a lot. You take the leg up, take it high enough so the knee becomes straight more or less on the roller. And then you prepare and you lean in, chach, and you rest. You don't push, you don't squeeze anymore. And then instead of letting go, you take it back to you a little bit, and then in and back to you, in and back, in and back. And you start to get this playful back and forth. Mio, it's very good, just I see your elbows in the air, so I'm thinking it's probably your hands doing the job. Put the elbows, take the chair back, and bring the leg high enough so that there is a straight pathway into the body from the foot. Later on, you can do it from here, but in the beginning, the knee is jumping a lot. And then play, if the foot is rotated in, it might be easier. If the foot is rotating in, yes. Now, look further all the way to the head and send the movement there. So it's not just, bouncing them or something. We're sending movement through the body. The story is what's happening through the body, not just the pulse that we're giving. But we go for something easy, friendly. We can pause anytime, make a change, move the chair a little bit, come close, come far, start again. I can have one hand in the air, but it's important to have the hand that is leaning to the heel, to have it with a point of rest, with a point of leaning. Otherwise, the engine is very weak. Yeah? And dropping the belly muscles, dropping the smile. Send the smile to the belly so the belly can not be so nervous. Maybe it's worried, the belly. The belly thinks that she is responsible for everything for many years. We smile to the belly, we say, you're not responsible. And then you can send, this is another idea, you can send one leg very far away, long. And then you're sitting halfway on the chair. And look at your patient. See if the movement is going through the knee. Is it going to the pelvis? Is it going to the ribs? Anytime you get tired or it's not working, you stop. You let it go. You start again. This is important that we're not practicing out of tiredness. Anyway, tiredness will be part of finding out more comfortability, but you feel pain or difficulty, drop it, start again. Every moment you can start again. Chach, chach. And you can also remember this, bring the hand around and pulling to the back. I take it backwards to me, but not by contracting, by leaning backwards. Cha. Cha. And opening, inviting all the spine to come, inviting the head. Cha, cha. Sending and letting it go, sending and letting it go. Mio, at least one elbow on one knee, at least one. I know we can do it in the air like this, but then I suspect that it's done from muscles. And this can work with the first 10 minutes, but later you get tired and later you get injured. And there's a lot to learn to move not from the muscles, a lot to learn, especially with people that are trained to use the muscles very well. And muscles can take you to a certain distance. But if you want to go further and further and further, the muscles are just not capable enough. It's not their job, let's say. Cha. And play the direction of the foot. You can take your body more out. Lean the head, you see I go really down, or go the other side, change the hands, you can change the hands. Keep the fingers relaxed, open, there is no contraction in the palm. It's all coming from the body. From the knee, you see I lean my elbow to the knee, the engine is from the knee. And from the floor coming to the knee. Cha. And I try to find participants in my body. What is the head doing? What is the chest, the shoulder blades? Who can contribute to this wave of movement rushing through? Who can contribute? And patience, you can give feedback to your practitioners. This is the second time you are receiving it. You can give simple feedback like, I wish you would lean more, or I feel tension in your hands, or this feels really good. I don't feel the movement in my head, or I do feel the movement in my head. Simple things like that, not judgmental, just your experience. Tanya, it's very good. Now allow yourself to send it, yes, don't keep it for you. It's a good thing. Send it far from their head. And if you tilt the foot inwards, the spiral will clarify more. Yeah, the engine is the heel. Yeah, exactly. And any change you make is relevant. Find the correct position and keep it. This is worthless. I'm telling you. Find something and make a change, even a small change. Every change, surprises the mechanism that is trying to fix the movement. So each change helps us to avoid fixation. Chach, chach, and smile. Smile, smile. Smile to the movement. And the movement will smile back to you. Chach, chach, chach. Cha, and see what your sit bones are doing on the chair. Are they sleeping? Are they playing too? Mio, that's good. That's good. Just see that you drop the idea of pushing. It's not pushing, it's leaning and sending. So this is already much better from before. Just find more or less and less thinking I need to push this body, but I need to pass movement through this body. When you use the water hose to water the garden, you don't throw the hose on the garden. You pass the water through the hose. Yeah? So think of the water going through the pipe. The pipe is moving, but a little bit. The water is moving through the pipe and out of the pipe, out of the ears, out of the fingers. All this, you know? We'll say this again and again and again until it catches your heart or your imagination or something. And when you think you have it, make a change. Don't fall in love with any trick that you found. Because we want all the tricks. All the tricks. Cha, cha, cha. And you can wiggle the foot a little bit like this to refresh yourself. When you do this, lean backwards, straight the elbow, and play it from your tail. Imagine you have a tail and your tail is guiding the whole story. The knee is rolling, pak, 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 like a clock on the not these old clocks, pak, pak, swinging like a bell on the roller. Cha, 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 cha. Phew, when you can, sit back and ride it. Cha. Cha. You can play also to take it and throw. Take it and throw just before you finish. Cha. Chio. Before you go to the other leg. Cha. This is really great. Cha. Through the fingers. Cha. Cha. Chap. Yes, but be provocative about it. Don't leave it, really nice. Like go chap. Pinch it. Chap. You will see when you get it that it's much better to get it provocative. Chia. Than like, nice and soft. Nice and soft is good. I like nice and soft. Provocative makes an opening. We go to the other leg. Take the chair back. Take the leg with one hand. Organize your hands to meet the ankle, to meet the side of the foot. I lean to the side of the foot with the inside of the palm. Here. Sometimes I have my thumb inside as well. But I'm not really holding, I'm leaning. So like this or like this. And it's like a secondary engine, but it's not the main engine. The main engine is from the heel. So I sit to have the heel as the main story, and this is a secondary story. And I start small, start really small, like, nothing. Even if it's not moving, this is a good beginning. It's not moving because you still have to find how to deliver what is happening in your body, to deliver it through the patient and out of the patient. For the brain, it's a mission impossible. So the brain is trying to find all kinds of excuses why it shouldn't be possible or couldn't be possible. So you say, okay, I try again. I do it more slow, more small. I smile. You will be surprised what happens when you do the same thing with a smile. Uncomparable. Play it small, and fall through the patient's body. Kate, welcome. Wow. Kate is there. Manu, very good. See that you're not lifting and, circling the foot like this. because then the movement arrives to the knee and disappears. So if we keep the knee more or less straight for now, later on we will do it from here as well. But for now, the knee, the foot is quite up, so the knee is straight, and then the movement crosses the pipe, straight pipe instead of a bent pipe. So the foot is not circling so much like this. Now think this image I gave you, when you open the door, you lean to the knob and then you lean into the door. You lean and then you fall in. You lean and you fall in. It's happening like tatam, sometimes even faster, like that. But inside this one movement, think of these two movements. Leaning, falling in. Leaning, falling through. Mio, very good. Jessica, it's good, just send it more to Omer and behind his head. Make sure his head is clean from any, yes, pass it through the head. Emma, very good, Emma. Wow, I can't believe you were considering not to join us. Look how beautiful it's done. Davide is sleeping, he's so relaxed.
Too good, and I have no job here.
I know, I told you, what's gonna happen. You're gonna have tea and they're gonna learn. You know, children learn like this when we just sit and have tea and we don't interfere them. They learn the best way. We wanna have this mechanism of learning back in our system, that we don't need anybody to interfere, just feedback. Feedback from what we feel, feedback from what other people are feeling. Make changes, tilt the foot inwards, tilt the foot outwards. Take it to you. Yeah? Johanna, you can show Jeff because we did it last time to bring the hand across on the other hand, on the other palm, and then we pull backwards. Cha, 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 cha. And I want to suggest for all the guides, let them sometimes, like Davide, let them sometimes just practice without that you say anything. They have to cross this time of feeling alone, not understanding. We are there for them, but they should, meet this with all their skills. Scott, it's good. Can you try to take the chair a little bit backwards? So you're sitting more like, like a jockey. You see, like, cha, cha. You can look, Scott, you can look with your eyes in the direction of the movement. Cha, this is great. Cha, like when you send an arrow, chiu, you look through the telescope. Yes, yes. I don't know who's there on the bed, but it looks much better. Does it feel better? It should feel better in a clear way, that it's clear for you. Toby, it's great. Send it now, give it more generous, Don't keep it for you. You found something, now, expand it in the volume of it. Send it more far. So it's like you're leaning to a heavier door. You have to lean more and fall more. Yes. And sometimes pull it towards you so you surprise your patient. It's a good trick to do a few movements inwards and then a few movements outwards. You will see that every time you pull it out, it opens forward. Every time you go back, it opens forward. That's the natural order of things. And And say to yourself, this is nothing, I'm having the time of my life. Now see that your body is the story. Don't think of the patient. Don't focus on the patient. Jessica, drop your body to the left, drop it to the right. It's okay. Omer is there, he's not leaving. It's too good for him. Experience your own body. So tilt your body a lot to the right, even more. Take your head all more. Yes. To the point that you have no choice but to change, to drop the effort. And smile and you know, feel this what we talked in the beginning, this fastness inside the slowness, this you know, the basis of life working for you, the basis of life, the carpet of life working for you, under you. You can imagine the floor under you is vibrating and sending you all the help you need. Just have to pass it to the next person. Then you can wiggle the leg, you take it up, you lean backwards and you play straight elbow. So the movement is from your shoulder blade, and then from your seat bones, and then from your feet, and from the tail behind you. You can also lean with the free hand, you can lean it with 2 fingers, you can lean into the foot, to the other foot, to give a contra. See, this is meaningful. You give a contra within the person's system, you give a contra. Contra, it means they can get a perspective of what is moving in relation to what is not moving. Your elbow here is a good engine too. Leading it out or in, out or in. Last 5 minutes, come back to the first foot and do it really like, you know, like you've always done it. Just take it and start moving it without preparation, without any special considerations. Just take it and start moving it. And open up to whatever happens. First, it's not working, and you stay open, and you smile to it. Chi. Cha. Cha. Two minutes for this leg and then 2 minutes for the other leg. And back to me. I'm doing this so you can join me. And other leg, chicha-chicha-cham. You know, just going through the basic thing in a quick, but often in the treatment we do this. We go one leg, then another, and then again we go to the first leg to have a new perspective for us, for them, for the patient. Shio. Look at the head. You can ask the patient to roll their head. We didn't do that, huh? Tell your friends to roll their heads, and they can make space for the movement to come out of their ears. We need the patient to discover how to make space inside by dropping, by smiling. Everything that we're trying to do, they should learn as well. taking it back to us. Cha, cha, cha. Yeah. Ta, 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 ta. Celebrate it now. Big, big, double then double. cha. עזוב את הרגל. cha, זהו. cha. Convincing, you know, chill, provocative. The bigger it is, the less effort it should be. Does it make sense? Yeah, and wiggling it. One leg and the other leg. Cha, 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 cha. Giving contra from the foot. Cha, 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 cha. Chill. And we can do a little finish for them, like we do in the end of the treatment. I'm not going to teach it, so you can do with me, more or less. One leg, one, we say. Second leg, two. Two legs, one after the other, three. Chia! Cha! Try it again, try it again. Now you know something. One, two, three. Cha! Chio! Cha! Good, let's change roles.
אם שמתי לב שאתה על הרגל הזאת, במצלמה הזאת לא רואים חלק ממך.
במצלמה הזאתי?
לא יודעת.
בגלל זה. בגלל הדבר הזה.
אוקיי. אז יכול להיות סבבה, רואים אותך.
בזאתי לא כל כך רואים אותי, כן. כן, כי תמר לא פה, אבל מה שאני אעשה זה ככה.
כן.
כן, כי אין לו מה לשבת פה
כן.
שעה רק בשביל להזיז טיפונת. אוקיי, we changed roles. אוי, טיפה למטה. אם את צריכה איזה הפסקה או משהו, אין בעיה. אם את צריכה, בכיף, אני יכול תמיד לשבת ולהסתכל מה הם עושים. So, take one foot up and out and down. Just simple. Other foot up and out and down. You will see there are many variations to do these things, many. Each movement has so many variations. Tanya, you lost your patient. They thought they disappeared into the infinity. Yes, do the introduction. Do the introduction shortly. Come back to the introduction if you haven't done it. Foot and out. And again, foot falling and bouncing up, out, or trampolining out. And then foot. How is Jeff doing? I'm asking your partner to tell me in secret. Did he do well? Does he have a chance? Good. Because we don't want him stuck in the Westerns all for the whole life. Foot and then knee. Cha. But Jeff, next time you go to film, you can take a bed with you and practice. The actors will love it. They will benefit a lot.
I know.
Yeah. They're doing so much mental work that physically I don't know how they are experiencing their bodies. Similar with musicians often. Chach. Chak. So foot, chak. Johanna, maybe you should go over it with him as well to see that he got the protocol. So we take the knee under the knee and we pull it out. Chak. The foot in one diagonal and the knee in the other diagonal towards the ears. then the knee, we start from the knee out towards the feet, and the pelvis out towards the ears. Cha. The knee out towards the feet, pelvis out towards the ears. Chiu. Cha. Cha. I said to the first group, reduce the size, make it, more from point to point, falling from point to point, instead of falling to the end point. What happens often, we see the movement and we do it, we fall directly to the last point, and we miss a lot of material, we skip a lot of material. So, falling, cha, 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 more and more and more and more, tumbling, tumbling from point to point. And then the whole leg, foot, and then the knee, the pelvis, we surprise it in the opposite direction, in the direction of the feet this time. With this turn, chuck, we take it a little bit. You can take it and wait here to feel the hanging. Cha. Chuck. Cha. You can make a few preparations for this. And be provocative. Catch with your fingers, catch the pelvis from under. You can dig under and hang with a straight elbow. Cha. So you're inviting the whole spine all the way to the ear. Yeah. When you exit, don't exit just up. Exit diagonal already. So it means you need to start the movement with your body. The body exits and then the hand. The body exits and then the hand. Chuck, I rotate the body, and only in the end, the hand is, the hand cannot stay there because it's connected to my body. Chuck, chuck. And then go through the whole routine on this leg, just more quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the foot, chuck, and then the foot and the knee, chuck, and then the knee, chew, and the pelvis, chop. And then the foot and the pelvis, chow. Brrr. Drop your abdominal muscles. There's a tendency to contract before we pull. Instead, drop before you pull, and drop more as you pull. You send your muscles through the floor. Yeah. And you pull out clean, clean. Other leg. If you don't have to go with me, of course, if you want to still practice the first leg, that's fine. Use your guide, use your time. Foot, jump, jump, falling to the bed, leaning, stepping into the bed with your hand. Foot and knee, jump, knee, pull with the body, chill. How do I pull with my body? I send one leg to make a step, chach, and then I pull towards the step. I walk, exactly, Mio. I walk towards the stepping leg. And then the knee and the pelvis, chach. One side, pelvis, chach. This was one by one. I can also bring both hands at the same time. Go 1, 2. Or 1, exit, 2, exit. No rushing here. Take your time to hang from the patient. No rushing, even if you do it fast. Chach can be fast without rushing. And then the whole leg, chop, but the pelvis this time, we rotate backwards, chach. Before you pull out, drop your abdominal muscles. Here, yeah. Say to yourself, no muscles. How do you do that? You lean to your patient. You lean from your patient. You hang from your patient. Mio, very good. And then you can try the whole story on that leg repetitive. I mean, not repetitive, in a sequence. Foot, then foot and knee, opposite diagonals, then knee and pelvis, opposite diagonals, then foot and pelvis, surprising. Cha. Mio, when you exit the pelvis, you did now, the last one was the pelvis. So you exited, I don't know if you see what I'm doing, you exited here. You rotated to face the front. I suggest you rotate through the back. You make a full spin when you exit the pelvis. Chuck, and now rotate to your right. Yes. And bring also the left hand later, like two, look, like, you know, one wing and another wing, chop. Yes. So one hand follows the other. It's not just choreography. One hand and then the other one follows, like two wheels on a merry-go-round or some, not merry-go-round, on a big wheel. Take a last minute and prepare to sit, to move them from their legs. You can spread the legs again wide. Always good to do that, to readjust the legs. Resistance. Oi, oops. Sorry, I lost the screen for a moment. Hey, there you are. Hey, I'm trying to think where I should put this camera. Let me give you another angle. On the hanging, it's the lying grape so long. So sit, take the chair back. Many ways to start, but maybe now we can start this way. First, bring the heel to you and go back. Here is another way to start. Yeah, with a few fingers, I touch the heel and I lean back. To open, invite the whole way that I'm going to go forward. First, I invite it to me. I bring the other hand to the side of the foot. I lean the elbows to the knees and I start to send the movement in. Start really, I don't know how to describe it more. Start really lightly, like nothing, like you're moving a feather. Or moving water, you know, you put your hand in the water, in the lake, and you move the water. And the movement goes and goes and goes and goes and goes and goes to the other side of the world. And on the other side, someone sits on the beach and a wave is coming in, then they say, this is from you coming. So just cha, cha. Make it small but clear, leaning and sending, not dramatic. Put both elbows, or maybe not the elbow, the forearm, put it on your knee. Sometimes the elbow, you lose it, right? Sarah was saying, so maybe put the forearm. Sometimes I go on my fingers here, depends. You can also go more low like this. And I try to keep the knee, so to bring the foot more or less up, so the knee doesn't jump. You see, if I go too low, the knee will jump. The movement stops in the knee, and the knee jumps. So I bring the foot up, and I send more or less in an open channel here. The engine is the hand that is wrapping around the heel and touching the heel. That's the engine from here, from my knee, from the floor to my knee to the heel. Not from my hand. And the other hand is, extra engine, but not the main. Other hand can be from inside, or I switch and I bring the outer hand. The inner hand in the heel, the outer hand on the side. And then I switch again. Make these switches, change the engine. So you don't get tired, and so you create variations. Now we talked about leaning and sending, like opening a door. Leaning to the doorknob, to the handle, and then falling in. Make sure you're falling into the house, not falling on the door. That you don't finish the fall here, but you fall into the house. And you pass through the house, you exit the window from the kitchen, there, behind the ears. Cha, 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 cha. And look at your patient's body. Look and follow the movement. Is it going through the knee? Is it going through the pelvis? Is it going through the ribs, the chest, the shoulders, the ears, the head? If it's not, or you're not sure, ask where maybe I need to take a little bit the foot in. Maybe I need to pull in my direction a little bit. Taya, I think you can lean your elbows more on your knees. It looks like you're doing it from your hands a little. I would like to see that your knees are moving. Scott, it's good. It looks like you are coming back too early, so the movement is getting cut short. You're cutting it short. So, send it more, shut, or at least every few movements, find a more like thrusting forward. Yeah? So if you found a comfortable place that's going well, fall further from that point. Fall further from that point. Scott, that's good now. Now I can see his head moving. And he's rolling his head, very good. You see, he knows the job. If the head is rolling, it means the patient identified that the head is getting movement. And then he can use this movement very easily. Very good. And sometimes, surprise, pull it in your direction. So they don't have time to protect anything. Remember this tip I gave you last time. When you want to thrust forward, you can lean backward a little bit. You can arch backward a little bit. Very effective. When I want to send my movement forward, I lean backward instead of going with my body together with the foot. This doesn't work so well. So I lean backward, sha, sha. Yeah, I go backward to thrust forward. It's a nuance, but it's totally different engine. Tanya, good. Just allow yourself to, generously send it beyond their head. What can happen? They won't lose their head. Now you bring it more from your knees. Once you want more force, not force, you want more power, bring it, roll your knees, bring it from the knees. Cha, cha, cha. You see? Cha, cha, cha. Very good. And it's not a matter of how big the patient is, how much they weigh. I had very big patients that moved like dolphins and very small patients that felt like moving a rock. So it's more about how they're organized, how they meet the movement, how they allow themselves to drop. And every now and then make a change. Small changes can be in the foot, in the position of the foot or the organization of your hands. Bigger changes can be, in the tilting of your body, sending one leg to the side, tilting like this in, tilting a lot, or going really under, beyond the foot, watching the movement, cha, like a horse jockey, cha, cha, cha. Dropping the pelvic, the abdominal muscles completely. Or leaning backwards a lot. Smiling is a change. It's a blissful change. Smiling. Making a sound, that's a provocation. Then we can roll this foot a little, this leg, the knee over the roller by leaning backwards and imagining we have a tail or a ponytail and it's moving us. And we are part of a long tail together with the patient. We are one vertebra of the tail, the patient is another vertebra, and there is another vertebra further on and another. What would it feel like to be a vertebra in a dragon tail? Yeah. Not so much responsibility, huh? A lot of joy. Chew. When you see a dog wiggling the tail, the whole dog is participating, not just the tail. Cha. Depends which dog. Some dogs have a different capability to relax the body and just move the tail. Let's go to the other leg. But this one, really think, wow, I've done it forever. It's really easy. I take the foot, I start. Cha, cha. Nothing. No ambition. No mission. No preparation. Cha. Smile. Roll the foot in. Bring the movement to you. Just reminding you some codes. Take the chair back. It's always good to make changes in the position of the chair. I do it all the time in treatments. Not to think we should, provide this product, similar movement to each patient and keep it. Protect it. But changes, starting, stopping, making a shift more to the outside. more to the inside. I can make changes as I'm working, without stopping. Try this, even if it feels, wow, this is too much information. Try, you will see when you meet all the information with a smile, a little bit each, you get really better. Instead of trying to first get the first information, then the second information, then the third information. We're not built to study this way. We are studying in a broadband, you know, in a simultaneous, spontaneous. Cha, cha, cha. And send it big. Tell your patient to roll the head. Cha. Make sure the heel is the engine, not the fingers. If you work the fingers as an engine, not much happens. It maybe looks like something happens, but inside not much is happening. The heel. Yana, very good. You can send it more generously. It's working for you now. Just make sure it falls beyond the head of your patient. It doesn't stay in the neck. Yes, now I see the hair falling, the long hair falling off of the bed. Even people who don't have hair can imagine the hair flying off. Very good. Manu, fantastic, very good. Make big changes sometimes, like sending one leg far, going on one side on the chair. Now one sit bone on the chair, the other is in the air. Cha! I put myself in an impossible position to find new possibilities. To break the pattern my brain is constantly constructing. And look at your patient. Where is the movement passing? Ask yourself, is it passing the knee? See if you get an answer. If the answer is no, make a change. Try to pass it the knee, pass the knee. Then is it passing the pelvis? The next major junction. So it looks a little bit that the foot is going up and down. So lean more clearly to your forearm, to your knees or to your thighs, and keep the line here more or less, like a channel. Chop, and send it there. Chop, chop. Now I suggested, and I see a few people doing it, you go with your head is going with the foot. It's a waste of potential. So you can go back as you lean forward. Cha, cha, cha. Yeah, I go back when I lean forward. So I'm behind the movement all the time. Okay. Still the foot is jumping in the air a little. Maybe you can bring it more low. See, yes. So the direction, it should be clear connection between her heel and her head. And yeah. You can give your patient, your practitioner, you can give them feedback. This was good, even if they don't know what they did. If something felt good, tell them, this felt good. We need, as patients, to become more quick to identify truth. when something feels true. You can lean it back and wiggle the foot a little, wiggle the knee over the roller, wiggling the knee over the roller. I don't know, in New York, I don't know the names, I'm so sorry, because I don't see your faces either. Someone with the red shirt, I'm seeing the camera right on. Can you take your chair more to the back? I'm sorry, you have a name, I would like to know it. You take, take the chair more to the back. So you're sitting more, more low, like a jockey, chak, and you are really behind the foot there, chak. You see through the telescope. Yeah, chak. I mean, of course, later on we can also sit here, but to really get rid of any holding, to lean low, to really sit low, chak. When you ride the horse like that. The more you take the chair to the back, even more and more and more, it will put you in a point that you're unable to make effort anymore. You will have to drop it until it works. Later on, as a practitioner, you can play with the distance from the bed. And I suggest for the last 5 minutes, come back to the first leg, do it 2 minutes on this leg with no ambition, like this, the symbol of these 2 minutes. No ambition. Tanya, now I see you from this computer. Chak. First foot, first leg, no ambition, nothing, like, wow, like nothing, but look at the patient, ask them to roll their head, and imagine that you're falling through the patient and beyond the patient. If the patient had another head and another head and another head, this head will be rolling as well. Chak. כרגע רואה רק זווית אחת שלי. מה זה תפסיקה לעבוד? מה זה התנתק מהזה? And also to the back, to you a little, towards you. נצליח להתחבר. And then go to the other leg. Sorry, my other camera on the phone is not able to connect. Okay, so go to the other leg. I'm trying to fix the problem here.
קשור לאינטרנט?
לא, יכול להיות שזה קשור לזה שצריך לעשות update לתוכנה. זה לפעמים קורה, למרות שזה קורה, אמור לקרות פה אוטומטית בטלפון. לפעמים זה קשור לזה שלא מחובר לחשמל. לא, הוא לא אוהב את זה. אוקיי. So shortly, the other leg, shortly, do it, as light as you can, as friendly as you can, smile, 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 smile. Really smile to see if it makes a difference, not to satisfy me. You know, it's not a test. It's a tool. See if it works. You know, smile is a reflex. We have many reflexes in the body, and how I imagine they are all connected like a map. If you operate one reflex, you open the others. So if you smile, you open all the other reflexes. And the reflex system is the main driver here. Spontaneous, independent, super fast. And rolling the knee on the roller. One leg, and then the other. You can give a contra, I mentioned, with a few fingers giving a contra here. Leaning back, chew. And the other leg, cha-cha-cha. Make it big, cha, out and in. Send the heel out, cha, cha, provocatively. And then send it in, cha. And see how the knee splashes, you know? The knee makes like a whiplash on the roller. Chuck, chuck, the knee and the hip. Chuck, 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 chuck. Are we ready to finish together? We're ready? Very good, Jeff. Let's stand, finish together. We take one foot and we pick it up and drop it, and we say one, chuck, and the other, and we say two. Then we take both and drop them one by one. 3, chop, shoo. This is like a way to, let's do it again, a way to, you know, snap out the patient from dreamland. It's important, so they don't walk home still dreaming, but they come back to life with whatever they experienced. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3. Like the lion in the jungle. Very nice.
תודה.
יוצאים להפסקה.
אתה רוצה את הפלאפון שלי? כאילו, אין לי זום.
לא, אני אסדר את זה. So, friends, it's now 5:15 here. We're taking a break. Very well done, very beautiful, very, I feel we're already in a different point of meeting with this material, different, higher point of view, higher, deeper, whatever you want. So we take a break and we start again at 6 Israel time, in 45 minutes, even a little bit less if we can. We have not a lot of material today, but a lot of details. So see you then. Enjoy your break. Thank you.